lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Beats is warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. And 3 then a month and the rest of your life to pick yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn. Shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Texans have the best rush defense in
What
the
up, Chrissy?
against the 49ers, who
What up, dog?
becoming one-dimensional.
You know, I was at the crib chilling, right? And I was about to go leave because I was going to meet my brother, but then you hit me up and you talking about you want to play the game. All right, don't be quiet now. I better not fumble right here. If I fumble, I'm going to quit the game and get a forced win.
And it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ,
I'll let you have that one. Oh, you going to say, okay. I got you, bro.
For a loss of about 9. Second down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Prescott now on second down. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
First down, Prescott. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Andre HOU, the one to bring him down. Now here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
6 yards to go here on second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down throw for Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Underneath for Miller. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So
take all that
bullshit.
bullshit.
On the defense, and Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if
It's
you're
okay.
not there in time,
I'll let you have that
they
one.
will throw the flag.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Will Hill's a name that I remember even when he was in high school. He was that good. Many talked about him being the next coming. He's fulfilled his promise and made it to the NFL.
Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
The hell?
He couldn't quite
I don't know why the fuck he lobbed that shit.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up.
Damn, you wasn't even paying attention right there, bro.
There as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there.
I realized I got
to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
There.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Prescott now on 2nd down.
Oh, my God. Oh, I don't know how I caught that. Hit the wrong fucking button, too.
A little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Son of a bitch.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
God damn it. Fuck that up. He was wide open.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And
Throw the fucking ball.
Releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott on 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Will Tye, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, it in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Time to step aside. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. That throw good
lucked
for
out
only
there,
a couple and
Playboy.
brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Cousins underneath for Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Cousins again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing is Cousins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have reached, well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down.
That should have been a fumble.
Throws there, incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing, Cousins, going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
It's about to be a pick. You better not throw it.
Here's a give to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 90. Check. Detroit.
2nd down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Watching that party.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. The catch made by Miller. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one good for 16 yards.
Somebody likes that play. Ooh, I see it now.
NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 53. Check 53.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. defense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know we just
Damn, you like that play too. I could dig it. Watch what play I'm going to run on you when I get the ball back. You're going to hate me for it too.
It turned into a really nice play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone.
You lucked out, brother.
Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
We've got a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got the completion to Strong. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Blue. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alfred Blue, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And he puts it through. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Second down, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Prescott to throw it, and that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this pick on you real quick.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To Miller. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On play action, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
I forgot I didn't put this fool in the game. What am I doing?
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. First down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he comes back with one complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a
my guy that's out. Yep.
We'll check on his status when we get back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green, watch it now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Set, 3-19.
They keep it with Miller on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 2nd down, Cousins. Strong grabs it.
Holding on offense. Just holding my dude. Come on now. Can't be cheating like that, brother.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cousins now on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. 3rd and long for Cousins.
Uh-oh.
Incomplete on the deep ball. CJ
You got lucky.
the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Should have been picked. It's cool.
Tight ends go. He might not provide the super flashy plays
Go
very
man
often,
on
but
this.
he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Ooh, don't miss it. Oh, shit, you made it. Oh, shit, you made that?
We are all tied here in the final stages.
Oh, hello.
So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much
No,
time
I'm playing
on
this
the
Madden
clock?
game. I'm almost done.
Field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see
Yeah, I'll head up there right now. Yeah, Chris is right.
This offense is going to come out throwing.
Yeah,
So those first
I'll be up there.
plays are going to be the key.
And good starting field position.
Yeah, I'll
Get
be
this
up
one
there.
all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49ers
Yeah, cool.
offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able
It's
to
all
punch
good.
it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again
Hell
here
no.
for the defense.
Yeah, I'll probably still be able to buy beer.
Punching it back in the end zone.
It's all good.
It's punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on
Yeah.
offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more.
I don't even got that one, though.
You can see the sideline really get into the game.
Nigga,
so
yeah.
defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get
Alright,
the
that's cool.
advantage back?
Alright,
See
let
what
it.
they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love
We'll
it.
see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell just happened right there, though, but
Time, and it moves the chains as
yeah.
well.
Shit, I don't even know. Yeah, it's all good. I'll probably fuck something up.
They'll
Just a
put
little
two
bit.
receivers left, two to the right. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route.
Yeah.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there.
Yeah,
And
fuck, I
it'll
don't
be
even
a
know what it
San
is, though.
Francisco first down. And as the fourth
Yeah, if I
quarter
can get 3
winds
here,
down here,
but-
we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah,
Nothing
I kind of
doing.
fucked it
He's
up, though.
immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Possibly. Hell no. Alright, then. Alright, for real, for real.
One receiver left,
Alright, later.
3 to the right. Prescott to throw. Finding time. Over the middle to Smith. And that's a touchdown.
Yes,
They've
cool.
broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Yeah.
Well, any thoughts about
don't worry about it.
overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth.
That's a good game. It's just gonna.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley.
This is where I get my
Pinion
pick,
on
though,
to kick
Q.
this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Hell
And
yeah, I
here
got my
comes the
squad now.
Texans now.
Make those
One
substitutions
possession
real
game.
quick.
Time
Good.
very much a
Stanford's in.
factor.
Defrost is
How does
in.
the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be
Yep.
somewhat relaxed.
Let's take him
And
out
I know
and
that's
put him in
counterintuitive
here.
because this is a pressure
Take
situation.
him out, put him in
But
there.
this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
Yep.
Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and
With everything here, we're going to get a timeout.
Throwing it up like that to Hot Dottie.
That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Throwing it up like that to Hot Dottie.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now.
Oh, why is that safety so far?
He's going to let it fly.
Mm-mm.
And that is caught.
That's some bullshit.
They pulled it in. And they're able to get this
That nigga
one
made a
down
one-handed
to
grab.
25. Now whistles come
That shit's
in.
funny
We're gonna
right
get a
there.
Timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Uh-oh, you better not catch it in the end zone.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's a tough one right there.
Something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's incomplete. So their final
good game, Pimp.
drive comes